It's February the 14th, 2023, and our reading today in the book of Psalms is Psalm 101. I will sing of your love and justice. To you, O Lord, I will sing praise. I will be careful to lead a blameless life. When will you come to me? I will walk in my house with blameless heart. I will set before my eyes no vile thing. The deeds of faithless men I hate. They will not cling to me. Men of perverse heart shall be far from me. I will have nothing to do with evil. Whoever slanders his neighbor in secret, him will I put to silence. Whoever has haughty eyes and a proud heart, him will I not endure. My eyes will be on the faithful in the land, that they may dwell with me. He whose walk is blameless will minister to me. No one who practices deceit will dwell in my house. No one who speaks falsely will stand in my presence. Every morning I will put to silence all the wicked in the land. I will cut off every evildoer from the city of the Lord. Amen. Now, we were looking yesterday at Psalm 100, and I said that psalm more or less contained almost everything we need to know about what is involved in true worship. Well, almost everything. I mean, it's a short psalm. I'm not sure that any one psalm contains everything we need to know. If it did, we'd only probably have the one psalm. We have 150 psalms. And that is to give us like the full symphony rather than just one instrument, one note. And the one thing we didn't include yesterday, because it wasn't there in Psalm 100, is an emphasis on personal holiness. You must have that. You must be committed to that and have some growing experience of that for your worship to be real, to be authentic. That's what we have in Psalm 101 under the heading of the word blameless. Did you notice? That's the key word. It occurs 3 times in this psalm. And it talks about being blameless in the home or in my house, verse 2, verse 7. It talks about being blameless with the eyes, verse 3. I'll set before my eyes no vile thing, particularly appropriate in the age of social media, the internet, mobile phones, and so on. Then we are to be blameless with our thoughts. I think that's implied in verse 4. By contrast, men of perverse heart shall be far from me. I'll have nothing to do with evil. The heart, the mind, are more or less interchangeable in the Bible, and that is where our thoughts come from. And we are not to be evil in our thoughts, we're to be blameless. Verse 4. Obviously, blamelessness must come through our tongues. Verse 5, whoever slanders his neighbor in secret, him will I put to silence. He will not tolerate, he will not practice slander. And we could think of all the other evil, sinful things that can come out of a person's mouth. To be blameless means to have a controlled tongue. Verse 5, and we are to be blameless in terms of our social life. Verse 6 to the end. He says, my eyes will be on the faithful in the land, that they may dwell with me. He whose walk is blameless will minister to me. No one who practices deceit will dwell in my house. In other words, he's not going to share his life with the wicked, with the evil, with those for whom a blameless life, a holy life is not only irrelevant, it's even repulsive. He's not going to hang out with those sorts of people. It's not to say we don't have dealings in the world and with anybody and everybody, and we seek to love our neighbor. But that's different from having a social life and spending most of your time with and having as your closest companions people who are not godly. No, he rejects that. That's the negative. The positive is at the end of verse 6, he whose walk is blameless will minister to me. In other words, this is where I'll find my social life. These are the people I'll hang out with. Today we would say my church friends, going to church, building those sorts of friendships is absolutely vital if we want to be truly holy and if we want to be true worshippers. Ultimately, these are the decisions that we have to make in life to experience something of holiness and blamelessness and being a true disciple and a true worshipper in the here and now. These are the sorts of issues that are important. These are the sorts of decisions we have to make. And we have to make sure that our lives are in line with God's ultimate purpose. It won't surprise you to know that that is found in the last book of the Bible, the last chapter of the Bible, the book of Revelation, chapter 22. Listen to verses 14 and 15 as we close. Blessed are those who wash their robes, that they may have the right to the tree of life and may go through the gates into the city. Outside are the dogs, those who practice magic arts, the sexually immoral, the murderers, the idolaters, and everyone who loves and practices falsehood.